Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. The Scottish Parliament is predominantly male. There's a lot of women there, of course, but there is far more men than women. And in order to sort of equalise the ratio between men and women, there was an event held a couple of days ago at the Parliament, and it was called Elect Her. This was designed to encourage more women to enter politics at all levels, from sort of town councils, county councils, and of course MSPs and MPs. It was that push to have a more fair reflection in power as they are in society, and it's a fine thing. It's a wonderful thing. I don't think anyone would have a problem with it. Of course, unfortunately, this being the SNP-led government, there is a major problem with it. They are, after all, the ones pushing the gender reform bill, you know. And so, in order to encourage more women into politics, they're allowing men into this for her, elect her, the jamboree, if you will. And so, it's almost as though saying that if you want to get more women into power, you need to employ men, because the best women are obviously men. And there's a lot of people who are not very happy about it. One group in particular, we've encountered them before on this channel, and they are people that we admire because they are standing up for the rights of women, and they're called For Women Scotland, and that's FOR, not for, but all strength of their elbow. We'll take a look at this to see what's going on, why they're absolutely right to complain, and why it is wrong to allow men who want to be women to actually be women and take the jobs that real women should be taking. Here goes. So the Scottish Parliament is under fire for a shocking betrayal as trans people take part in a women's event. For Women Scotland are hoping the equalities watchdog will step in to stop biological women from being left out of women's events. And that's because when you want to encourage more women into politics, they actually mean more biological women. Otherwise, why not just have a parliament consisting entirely of biological men, but half of whom pretend to be women? Pretendy women, you know? Put the women's dress on, put a bit of lippy on, and then just sit there and call themselves Susan. And you don't need to have a single biological woman in there, and you've met all your quotas. Hey, everyone's a winner. Oh, except women, of course. So organisers of a female-centred event at Holyrood are under fire for allowing trans and non-binary people to attend, leaving some to leave in disgust. Elect Her, a government-funded, now it's an SNP, pro-Gender Reform Act, funded initiative aimed at motivating women to take up political roles, allowed several men to attend the event, including Ellie Gomersall, the president of the NUS Scotland and Green campaigner. Gomersall took to Twitter to mark the occasion, but instead sparked condemnation, with many saying it was unlawful to allow biological men to attend, and noting that there were many women who would have liked to attend, but tickets were limited. And so women who could have come were not allowed to come because men felt entitled. This comes following a fierce battle between the Scottish Government and For Women Scotland, who fought to protect women's spaces in public bodies from trans inclusion. It's a court case they won. For Women Scotland is now arguing that Elect Her is acting as if it's above the law, and they blame organisers for being dishonest, which they are. You cannot have a thing designed exclusively for women and then allow men there, and then claim that you are the one with the hurty fees. You are the one destroying the rights, freedoms and opportunities for women. EH and Presiding Officer Alison Johnson argue that they have followed the Equality Act, which they haven't, and are confident in our admissions policy. The Equality Act 2010, the letter of the law is being debated, but the spirit of the law is that when they refer to she, her, women, etc., they mean biological. They're actually pushing that through to make that absolutely clear. So whilst the wording is not there as such in terms of the letter of the law, it is quite clear from the spirit of the law that the Equality Act means biological women. Ms Johnson said in this case the event guest list is allowed under positive action that considers those with the same protected characteristics. In this case they consider all attendees to be women. Gender is one. Sex is also a protected characteristic, and that's what you go by. And also, you can go by philosophical belief. And all the women there go, no, we philosophically believe that that man over there with his huge penis is not a woman. Trina Budge is a co-founder of For Women Scotland, wrote letters to EH and the PO asking them, ahead of the event that took place on June the 24th, a couple of days ago, to only permit biological women. It's their argument, and the argument of many women in Scotland, and indeed around the world, that being biologically female comes with a unique set of experiences that present challenges in male-dominated workplaces. For Women Scotland said in their letters, the Scottish Government and the Equality and Human Rights Commission have confirmed in court and in writing that a GRC cannot and does not change a person's biological sex. Therefore, positive actions for the protected characteristic of woman, by definition in the Equality Act, must exclude all biological males, regardless of their personal identity. And that is the 2010 Equality Act. They, the Scottish Government, are in breach of the Act. And in breach of the Equality Act carries an unlimited fine and an unlimited term in prison. It is one of the harshest punishments available. The Equality Act really does have muscles and teeth. To comply with this ruling, Elect Her should ensure that only women as biological sex class attend women-only events. And that is the law. Anyway, Miss Budge later told the Scottish Daily Express, what should have been a fantastic event to celebrate and encourage women into politics was marred by Elect Her's decision to disregard the terms of the Equality Act and allow several men to attend. We'll rephrase that, to deliberately break the law and to deliberately remove opportunities from women to allow men to attend. This was an oversubscribed event, so some women were denied the opportunity to attend in order to accommodate men who pretend to be women. And this woman is completely right. And this is why there is such a big heated debate. Why should mentally ill men who want to pretend to be women and yet who never ever will be, born male, live male, die male, and in 100 years an archaeologist comes and goes, oh look, there's a male skeleton. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what you say, doesn't matter what you think. Because the great thing about facts is, facts don't give one shit about what goes on in your mind. Facts are facts. And the facts are, you're a man, and that's it. Anyway, Elect Her is acting as if it's above the law, and it is not. And we really hope the EHRC will set up and investigate and prosecute. Women don't take kindly to being gaslit and compelled to keep quiet about the male elephant in the room. Some left halfway through the event in disgust, while others found themselves in workshops where men felt entitled to speak on their behalf. Every single woman there, real woman, should have gone, no, up and walked out and just left those 5 or 6 sad wankers standing on their own in their little, A-line dresses and their little delicate, effeminate ways. The way they do that, let me take my picture like this so I hide my Adam's apple and then I'll stand like that. Exactly the same way that women don't. If they truly want to be women, I want to see the ghoulies on a plate. They ain't do that though. They are, we're transforming. Yeah. That's the word for I have no intention of cutting my cock off. You sad, sad men. You inadequate, tiny penised tosspots. Leave women alone and let them have the opportunities, you tits. Anyway, I'm finishing there. I'm coming up and we'll round off this video. All the time, isn't it? It's all the bloody time. Sad men have to push into women's spaces and they keep doing it and they think if we do it long enough, people will accept us. We will never, ever accept you. We will reject you every time. Every real woman will reject you. Every real man will reject you. Form a club and then go around and be your little pretendy women for as long as you like. But don't you dare go into women's toilets. Don't you dare go into women's changing rooms. And don't you dare go anywhere near any woman I know in any delicate position. Otherwise you really will be a woman because I will have it in a jar. You sad inadequates. Grow up. Go and seek psychiatric help. Or, that's for the ones who've really got the mental issues. But the others, you're just predators. That's all you are. You disgusting predators who just want to get in so you can flop your bits out in front of women and look at them. And more importantly, girls, young children, you're all predators. You know it. We know it. And that's why we don't want anything to do with you. Anyway, it's going to get me angry. I shall stop. Thank you very much for listening. Best of luck for Women in Scotland. I hope they do take to go to the European Court of Human Rights and do sort of push this under law and get the Scottish Parliament prosecuted for breaking the 2010 Equality Act. Because as I say, there is absolutely no limit on fines or imprisonment. And if they do break it, it can be serious. Anyway, best of luck with that. Until next time, stay safe, stay well. Men, you know, if you're a real man, you know, just leave women alone. Yeah, I mean, not obviously not all times. But don't go in the ladies' changing rooms. As for the sick men who want to, I'm a coming. Bye.